Sani actually doing a pretty good job getting the bulk of his sentries and zealots out of there before anything happened, and Jank actually loading up a drop.
Yeah, that's a really good judgment call by Son. He saw that his army wasn't capable of fending off the MMM, especially with the medevacs, so it's best to just waste some energies and to throw down force fields and to prevent that. Now we do have Sonny's probe over here at the third. Gonna spot this, and it looks like he's gonna be blocking with this probe. So manner probe by him, but Jank's gonna solve that really quickly with his army.
Yeah, and very smart by Sani. He's actually starting to throw down, putting down photon cannons in normal drop locations. Like at his main, he has one by his Twilight Council and photon cannon throwing. Oh, and the drop actually going into the third. Lots and lots of probes going to go down. Where is Sani's army? Luckily, he does have charge now, and High Templar. So this drop should. Oh, he's actually targeting the Templar archives. He can't lose that, and the Templar archives does go down. Nice feedbacks going down on the medevacs as well, and he is going to have to load up and leave. And both medevacs survive with quite a few units in them still.
Yeah, uh, that's just pure, just like unlucky for Sonny right now. Losing that Templar Archives is kind of throwing him off. He has so much gas. Well, not anymore. They worked in a couple of High Templars. He does have one Archon. Generally, you want to have like three Archons, but I guess I'm not sure what he's spending his gas on. Besides the
It looks like upgrades. He does have double ups going on right now. Looks like two his +1 armor just starting now. Got 2-2, gonna go up to 2-2 upgrades,
oh
throwing down the new Templar archives and whatnot.
yeah, I didn't see the double force. Maybe that's why. I only saw one force. So I was like, wait, you should be having a little
A
bit
lot more
more.
gas, yeah.
Yeah,
And we do have Sani actually sacrificing a probe at the third of the Terran just to see where his army is possibly. Jank having his army positioned right at his natural, and it's like Sani's actually moving out to do some type of bust on the third base of Terran.
Asani played really smart. He had a probe laying there at the main statue at his third, but here's a drop by Jank. It looks like he's gonna have to pull his probes. He has none of his armies over there whatsoever, and he's pulling back his entire army. He's not warping in any units whatsoever, and this is just not looking good. I mean, the damage is not doing well for Jank either. Like I said, whenever you do drops, you want to kind of fortify what you want to do in the beginning. Having this kind of mix, I mean, you're not really doing anything.
Yeah.
And all it did was kill off an assimilator and stop some mining. Other than that, it didn't do that much damage.
What Jank did do with a very minimal investment with that drop was he was able to get his army out into the middle of the map, and he might actually be able to. Oh my God, he's gonna be stuck up that ramp against Sani's army. This is not gonna. This is not gonna be
Yeah,
pretty.
this is not gonna look good for Jank if he just force fields that. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh my God, he just stemmed and ran away.
Yeah,
uh,
wow. Yeah,
a
just
little bit of a blunder there by Sani.
Sonny up.
He could have had a
Yeah,
whole Terran army.
that could have been an instant GG by him as he blinks one of his stalkers to do some damage. Gonna take out one marine. Awesome.
Oh,
And it looks like this is the time to engage from Jank. Jank has some of his army coming over here to reinforce. The nice feedback's gonna be preventing the healing from the medevacs, and these Archons are just doing sick damage. This Archon has 8 kills right now,
that was.
and wow. This is I'm not even sure who won.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be
yeah.
Sani with the charge lots. Charge lots are so good. Definitely with 2-2 plus 3 attacks is almost done. He is warping in a
Yeah.
couple more zealots over here. Gonna be reinforcing for his army.
Watching that battle was like, oh my God, Terran has an amazing arc. He's gonna crush this, and it's like, oh, the gateway units are just not dying.
They're not having it
Yeah,
at
they're
all.
not having it. They're shaking their finger at the Terran Marauders, like, no, no, that doesn't kill us anymore.
Sonic gonna be taking a fourth Nexus is pretty smart, and we do have a command center of Jank gonna be floating at the gold, so they're basically tying on the expansion timing, so quite well from both of the players. Three
Now,
Archons are being morphed right now for Sonic, and I think that's gonna be the time for him to push. Plus 3 is done for his attacks, plus 3 armor is on the way for him.
yeah, wow, this is gonna be so sick. It's so close right now. Both players grabbing fourth bases. Jank going for the gold, which is gonna be a bit more beneficial for him, being that he can mule Um, and we do have the command center landing. Do have fourth base going up. Sonny's going to be poking at that gold.
Yeah, and he spotted that by the probe at the watchtower, so he's going to be seeing his army over here. He does not want that to turn into a planetary fortress, because once that turns into a planetary fortress, you're going to have to put more than what you put in than the Terran player to actually defend this base.
Yeah. We do have the planetary being target fired.
Oh, I'm not sure if it's going to take it down, but the Archons are trying to buy some time for them. As the sentries, the Archon and the Stalker are target firing. Planetary Fortress is done. The two charge that's going to come over here on the side. Nice micro, and it does take it out. Wow.
Oh my god.
And
That was
Jank not able
amazing.
to repair that, and that's just going to
Yeah.
cost him the game, I think. Losing that
Yeah.
was just so essential right now. Jank's
Well,
on the back right now. He needs to apply some pressure, and Sani is just not going to have it. He's going to warp in a couple more Zealots over here, uh, while these others are just going to be forever living. For some reason, they're just not dying over here. This is the fact that if you look at the upgrades, it's 1-1 for the Terran player, 3-2 for the Zealots. +3 armor is almost done for Sani, and Sani is just looks like he's gonna win this, man.
yeah, Terran does have Ghost 2-2 almost finished, and the foods are actually pretty close, actually.
Yeah, but the thing is, he has the upgrade scale is in favor of Sani, and
Yes.
3-3 charge loss are just so good uh, against bio units. But the only thing I'm worried about is that he doesn't have any area splash, and whenever you face the triple M's, you kind of want that Colossus,
Yeah.
High Templar, or Archons type of
Yeah.
units to finish this off.
Especially with this ridiculous looking medevac count that's starting to build up.
Yeah, but they are few of them are fully damaged, so he might if he target fires them. I mean, it'll kind of help out. And like I said, this is not looking good for Sonny as the healing is just gonna overwhelm this kind of composition as he moves back with his stalkers. Gonna be morphing in a couple. Wow, morphing
10
into
High Templars.
morphing in 5 Archons right there in front of us. So
Oh, man.
so I guess that's what you do. As he is getting a fifth base as well. Sonny, oh my god. Magro heavy over here, getting a fifth base, throwing on more of his gateways. Going to be morphing 5 of these into warp gates.
Yeah, 3-3 is now finished. He's actually starting the shield upgrades. That's going to be so good for those Archons.
Yeah, he is warping in a couple more zealots. Food account, not sure why they're doing that. He's also going to be throwing down Nexus at the gold. Wow, double expanding. As he knows he's way in the lead right now. This is not looking
Yeah.
good for Jank. I
And
guess
this is going to force Jank to move out. He does have to kill one of these bases
he
in
needs to,
order to stay into this game.
he needs to kill about like 2 of them. As he
Oh.
is stimming over here, he's gonna go for the bases. He's gonna try to take out these pylons so he can't warp in.
He's target
Uh,
firing Nexus now, while
yeah,
Sonic's army was so out of position, sitting at the Terran third, gonna be able to unpower the gateways, gonna take down that Nexus. But here comes Sani's army. This is gonna be sick.
yeah. If Jank's smart right now, he would pick up, but he's overextending himself. He's gonna stay over here. If he was smart, he would just pick up and leave. But now they're gonna be engaging his army, and this is not gonna look for Jank because he can't really enforce as much as Sani can. And it
Yeah,
looks like Sani's army is just gonna take this down.
yeah. He is gonna lift up. He is gonna move away. Couple medevacs actually
Oh,
being shot down. Could not get that full one though, unfortunately.
yeah, that was a
And that was
miss.
a pretty sick micro.
Yeah, that was a missed micro by Sani though. He tried to blink up, but he just missed the ramp by a few. We do have some chargelets back over here at Jank's base. Going to be trying to take out the reinforcements. Warping in more zealots over here to fend this off. And you look at the food tab, 160 to 122 in favor of SaniShahin.
Yeah, it's gonna be really hard for Terran to come back. Sani actually just A moving the front now.
Yeah.
Archons being beastly, Zealots tanking damage. High Templars moving in with no storm. He doesn't even care. All the SCVs being pulled, and it looks like this should be GG.
Yeah, that's so smart by him. He saw the Medifex retreating in a very peculiar place. Not going to be with his army, so that's the perfect time to engage. And Jank calling the GG. So 2-zip in favor of Team Indy. So this could be the last game that we're going to see coming up.